Shalom everyone and welcome back. This week's Torah portion is the portion of Lech Lecha, where we are introduced to our father Avraham, who was considered in many respects the first Jew. Avraham is also seen as the father of the Arab population as well, and the Christians claim him also as their father, as well, I guess, through the Jewish lineage. In fact, it was interesting, a number of years ago, during the first presidency of President Trump, who we want to wish a mazel tov to on his election, he started the Abraham Accords between various Arab nations and Israel, which was historic. And he decided to call them the Abraham Accords because Abraham was the father of the Arab nations through his son Ishmael, and the Jewish people and the Christian people through Yitzchak, through Isaac. And Abraham is always seen in tradition, our tradition and other traditions, as someone who was a very good man, who brought godliness to the world. Before Abraham, the world was polytheistic. It was, they worshipped many different gods. And Abraham was the first one, really, to introduce the idea of one God to the world, even though Adam and Noah understood about God, but Abraham really disseminated it to the world. That was his real claim to fame. How did Abraham figure out that there was a God? Well, we are told he was only 3 years old. His father was a idol worshiper. Not only that, but his father, whose name was Terach, also made idols. He manufactured idols and sold them. That's how he made a living. But Avraham, or we call in Hebrew Avraham, figured out that there was a God. He figured it out logically. Well, how did he figure it out? He figured out that if there is a creation, there must be a creator. If there's a table, someone must have made the table. If there's a chair, someone must have made the chair. If there's a world, someone must have made the world. And he concluded that it must be Hashem, it must be God. That's how he figured it out. As simple as that. Nothing complicated, no philosophy, no religion, just simple and understanding that there is a creator who created the world. And perhaps that is the greatest testimony to the existence of God altogether by everyone. We have a beautiful world, we have an incredible world with all kinds of complexity, and we just take a look at the human body itself, how everything works so well and so remarkably, and how unbelievable it is. Is it possible that it came about through accident? Or rather, there was a creator that created it. Recently, a friend of mine had surgery, and it was a very complicated surgery. But in doing that, she came to the conclusion that the body is a most remarkable invention. It's an unbelievable thing how everything works so perfectly and in sync. And if you don't believe it, just think about the idea of what would it be like if we weren't able to go to the bathroom. Something as simple as that. We make a blessing every time we go to the bathroom, Asher Yatzar, thanking God that everything works perfectly and everything that goes in, and everything that goes out, goes out. And it's an unbelievable thing. But if your kidneys don't work or your bladder doesn't work, you're in big trouble. It's a very big problem. So everything works the way it's supposed to work. And we thank Hashem every single day, every time we go to the bathroom, every time we wake up in the morning, that we're able to wake up in the morning. And this is something that Abraham taught us. And in so doing, we thank him very much for bringing this awareness to us and to the entire world. Candlelighting the Shabbos is at 4:33, and I want to wish you all a very good Shabbos.